Welcome back to Teresa's Den. My name is Teresa and I just had a panic attack because a bug flew in this fucking room and it went into the light, which terrified me even more. And if you don't believe me, I'm gonna show footage here. This is the makeup. Oh God. Ah! Yeah, that's me fleeing the room and pretty much almost crying hysterically, waiting for my husband Alex to get out of the bathroom to come kill it because I'm a fucking pussy. I'm so scared of bugs, actually, that I was tempted to take my keys and just throw it at the bug and here, fuck it, take the house and take the car. And then I just would have ran away because that's how much I don't like bugs. And you're probably asking what kind of bug was it? It was about that big. I actually don't even know what it was. When I asked Alex, oh, what is it? He said it's dead. And I took his word for it. So I want to say thank you so much, Alex, for saving my life tonight. I hate my neighbors. Oh, can I tell you, by the way? You know, funny story about today is, actually when I got home this evening, after a very long, grueling fucking day, definitely earned my paycheck kind of day, I come home and I see this giant air conditioner in my hallway and thinking, what the fuck? What is this? Alex tells me an air conditioner was delivered to the house. So I'm like, that's weird. Why would someone deliver an air conditioner? I didn't buy an air conditioner. Turns out that the people behind my house bought the air conditioner. And it's the same people that like to stay up all night and open their gate and talk and laugh and play weird knock hockey games, which is not quite knock hockey, but it looks like knock hockey, but it's not knock hockey kind of game. And they do that till 3 o'clock in the morning. And it happens so frequently that in the spring and the fall, I can never leave my window open because it always smells really fucking awful back there. It always usually smells like a combination of piss because apparently they don't own a bathroom in their home. And it always smells like garbage weed. Because if you're gonna smoke weed, at least smoke the good stuff, not them. But anyway, so I had this 75-pound air conditioner in my hallway that I'm pretty sure is actually supposed to be for their house, but you know what? Maybe you should be kind to your neighbors and maybe you'll get it on this long heat wave weekend. Enjoy. Alright, on today's video what we're going to be talking about is Flesh Beauty, and I'm super excited to be talking about it because one, like I said before, Flesh Beauty is very gross and it's a kind of my kind of brand. I am a disgusting fucking bog witch and I love things that are gross. I love horror. I don't know, I'm basically just a fucking witch deep down inside. And I was so excited about this brand because it just sounded gross and sexual and primal and it sounded really cool. And I love the idea of the packaging. It was just so slick looking and so minimalistic. Kind of reminded me of a dick, kind of was into it. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, this sounds really great. And I love that their blushes had like a fingerprint on it. It was just really cute packaging and details. So when it became available on Ulta, your girl right here decided to buy a bunch of things. So I bought 2 foundations because I wasn't sure what color it was going to be. Eyeshadow palette, highlighter, blush, and a lipstick. I wanted to just kind of stick to the core products. So let me just show you really quickly what we're working with here. So everything kind of comes in this really cool kind of chocolate brown with like millennial pink border outline on all their packaging. It's very slick looking, very minimalistic, and I really like that. This is the Fleshcolor eyeshadow palette, and this tiny palette holds 7 perfect neutrals, 1 flashy gold, and a bright pink. This is the culprit here. Again, comes in this really nice chocolate brown, which actually looks like shit right now as I can see in the monitor. It sucks because I like the material of this, but it's too, I don't even know, can I even get that off? It's not even fingerprints. I don't know what the fuck that is. You get 6 shimmer shades and 3 mattes. The next thing I picked up was this Flesh to Flesh highlighter in the color Boost. Looks like this. Nice little compact mirror. The next thing is the Tender Blush in the color Pinch, number 10. See a little fingerprint? I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's really cute though. I also have the Fleshy Lips lipstick in the color Chew. Very similar packaging. And this is what this guy looks like. You can get a decent amount of product in there. And last but not least, this. And you're probably saying to yourself, what are in those tiny micro penis boxes? Well, boys and girls, it's the foundation. This is a little fleshlight right here. This is how big the foundation is. This retails for a whopping $18. Let that sink in for a second. This is $18, okay? This is the amount of product you get. I got 2 colors because I wasn't really sure what my color was gonna be. So I'm pretty sure you want to know how it wore. Let's zoom you in really close to my face to give you an idea of what it looks like after more than 12-hour wear. I feel very greasy. And as you can see, I don't really have a lot of product on. A lot of it actually disappeared. This is by no means a long wear foundation. I don't think it claims to be. It's medium coverage with a luminous, lightly dewy. Meow! Puss in Boots, you either want to come and do the video or not. Do you hear that? Come here.
What? The cat? Yeah.
Yeah, every time I talk, he's like, meow. Yeah, where's what?
Sorry.
I love you. Alright, right off the bat, what I do like about the foundation is that there's 97,000 foundations because that's the common theme these days, and that's what it should be. You should have foundation for everybody. Let everybody have foundation. Thanks. And I'm super excited about that. Now, the question is, does it really work? Okay, so this is after about 12 hours of wear, okay? You will notice after 12 hours of wear, yeah, it melted off my face. Through the course of the day, it just started kind of breaking apart. It looked okay in the morning, like I didn't mind it. Has like an almost like a slick oil feel, and I feel like it doesn't truly melt into your skin. I feel like it just sits on top of it, if that makes any sense. So I felt like I had like this layer of paint on my face. It wasn't very comfortable and it was almost annoying, and I felt like if I touched it, it would just slide. So I tried not to like touch my face at all today. I actually didn't really go outside my office at all because it was 90+ degrees out. I stayed inside and it held up pretty well with the exception of like around my nose. It kind of collected and got like cloudy looking, and I was able to like go and like smear huge chunks of foundation off. It was very gross today. So then when I got home, it just started to disappear to the point where, as you can see, I don't really have anything on my face. This is all kind of my skin. Now, I bought it in 2 shades, and I was actually kind of excited when I was playing with it this morning because I realized that I had a lighter shade. I was able to actually use that as a concealer. So I use the number 4 shade, which is Sugar, my all over foundation, and then I use the color Milk as a concealer. As a concealer, it performed exactly like the foundation. Like, I just felt like it was just sitting on top of my skin. It looked okay. Like, when I'm watching my footage of it, it feels like it looks fine, but it just felt like there was just like a layer of paint on my face. I didn't like it. It wasn't my favorite. It wasn't the worst by any means. And I feel like I've tried definitely worse foundation, like that fucking CoverGirl one, for example. That one was hot garbage. I will say I'm annoyed at the price tag of it and the amount that you get. Online, it was very deceiving. Like, the packaging actually looked a little bigger, a little thicker, and that's why I didn't mind the $18 price tag. But when I actually got it yesterday and I looked at it, and I took a real good fucking look at it, I was like, this is like on par with the smallest stick that I've ever seen in my life. Except this is actually cuter looking. So will I keep it? No, I actually think I want to return it because it is not what I thought it was going to be, and the formula is not good enough for me to want to keep it, and the amount of product that you get for the amount of money that you spend is totally not worth it. I do not recommend it. And it sucks because they have a great shade range, and it sucks that I've been finding out that all these brands that have amazing shade ranges, with the exception of Fenty, it's all garbage formula. And maybe it's just because it's my own skin type, and I hope to God that it works for other people, because if I'm just the minority, that's not so bad. I don't mind that. I'm okay with that. If the majority of the people feel the same way that I do, that's a fucking problem. Okay, so this is the Flesh palette, which retails for $38. I literally had this for about 1 day, and it looks like fucking ate a huge cheeseburger on top of it and was like, I don't have napkins, let me just wipe my face with this palette. That's what this looks like, and it's grossing me the fuck out. So for $38, you get this beautiful magnetic closure, you get this nice mirror, and you get 9 shades. You get 6 shimmers and 3 mattes, and this really weird tiny brush that at first I was like, what the fuck is this? But after using it, I was like, oh, this is actually kind of genius, especially for someone like me who has tiny little almond shaped eyes. When I first used the matte shades, they worked fine, they were great. However, I noticed in the corner, it would kind of bald, so I felt like I had to keep building it up. The shimmers, on the other hand, when I applied it dry, it was awful, crumbled all over my face, had a lot of fallout. Once I used setting spray, it worked like a charm. I found this little brush to be very helpful to get into the corners, and that worked out fine, and I really like that. I actually really like the brush more than anything, which is really funny. The colors are fine, however, I noticed when the more that I would put the matte shade on, it would actually kind of diffuse the shimmer shade, where then I had to keep packing it on. So I had to put like 3 layers on. Anyway, this is what it looks like after 12 plus hours. Yeah, dude, I don't know what the fuck that is. And it did it on both sides, actually. It's like it almost kind of like crop circled the corner of my eyes. I don't know, maybe an alien came down and just took that piece. I don't know where it went. As you can see, it's not there. The shimmers are fine. The shimmers actually kind of lasted longer than I expected, which is actually kind of pretty perfect, but the mattes are truly garbage. Is it worth $38? Absolutely not. Is it worth 12 bucks? Yes. If I would have got that in a BoxyCharm, I don't think I would be that upset about it. I'd be kind of like, another pure cosmetic. But I would have got over it. I would have been like, okay, fine. But paying $38 for that was a hard pill to swallow, because that shit ain't worth $38. That shit, like I said, is worth like maybe 10 to 12 max. As for if the quality is better than drugstore, no, I would say it's on par with drugstore. I've never tried any Revlon eyeshadows in the past, so I can't say if it's exactly like the same quality, but I'm kind of curious a little bit to try like a cheap quad just to see if it is the same kind of consistency, because if they're literally just charging you $38 for packaging, that's bullshit, but whatever. All right, so that's 2 products so far. Bullshit, don't buy. Next product is this highlighter in the color Boost. It's very powdery. I'm gonna say by mid-morning, my highlight was gone from my face. Again, an alien came and took it. Don't know where it went. Kind of was a bitch to put on initially, because I felt like I had to like dig into the pan and just like whack-a-mole my face to try to make it show up. But when it did show up, I didn't mind it. And it actually kind of reminded me of the Essence Pure Nude highlighter, which is this guy here. Except that highlighter is fucking amazing. It's worth $5. It actually should be like $25. That's how good it is. This retails for $28. Fucking totally not worth it. The only thing I will say is that I really do like is that I like that, I like the compact. You know, I like that as a little mirror. That's cool. But overall, I don't think that this product is a slam dunk. Amazing. Ah, now it sticks. Oh, okay. You know what? Here's the thing. Now I wonder actually about this product. Maybe my skin was a little too dry this morning, and that's why it wasn't really showing up, because right now it actually looks like a fucking beacon of light on my face. And this is what I wanted today, but I did not achieve that. So maybe that was my error, because I had foundation, concealer, and then I powdered the shit out of my face. Maybe that extra layer of powder maybe couldn't break through, because this is a very powdery highlighter, believe it or not. Maybe it was my own human error, because it actually looks pretty good now. But this morning didn't look so good. Will I keep this? Honestly, for the price tag, probably not, especially when I have cheaper highlighters that do a better job. Honestly, so the thing that I was probably the most excited about was this Flesh blush, and only because it has a really cute fucking fingerprint. I hope you could see that. It was so adorable. When I saw it online, I was like, oh my god, I fucking need to have it. It's so cute. And I got it in the color Pinch. This retails for $26. Honestly, I think this is a very pretty blush. Granted, it's probably not really on my face right now because my whole fucking makeup melted off, but I really did like this. I thought it was really pretty. It has like a nice little sparkle to it too, which is really nice, and it was very, very pigmented. I found like one little swipe and it was like fucking on my face, and I thought it looked really good. Now, $26 for a blush, ooh, it's kind of expensive, and I like this, but I don't know if this is gonna be something that I'm gonna be like, yes, this is the best blush in the world. I don't think it's the best blush in the world. It's actually probably my favorite product so far out of the line that I've showed. If I had to do a Sophie's Choice, I'd probably keep this one, but in reality, I kind of want to play with it a couple more times and really see if I really want to add this to my collection. Last but not least, I got the Fleshy Lips Rouge Lipstick in the color Chew. So this is kind of like a little bit deceiving in a weird way. I feel like this should actually be at the bottom. I feel like it should look like this, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know, I guess it makes sense because you want to see what kind of color it is, but I don't know, it just should be like, it feels very clunky and weird. This has like a little bit of like a tin kind of feel to it. And it's this color. It's a very pretty color. It's on my lips. It's not a lipstick. It's like a tinted lip balm, if anything. It's definitely not worth the money. This was disappointing because, like I said, it was like kind of like a like a tinted lip balm. It wasn't anything that was like super magical, super nice. I felt like as soon as I had it on, about half an hour later, it was gone. I had to constantly keep reapplying it to the point where I just like stopped. And I felt like the actual, this portion of it, weird, the shape of it, I feel like it doesn't really go to the contours of your lips. So I feel like you're kind of like over drawing, but not in a good way. So needless to say, I am gonna return this. I don't think it's worth the money. And yeah, it's kind of a fucking bummer. That's about it. I'm really disappointed in this line. I think it's really kind of shitty. I wanted to really like it. I love the idea. I love the concept. I love the fucking name of it. I love the packaging. That is all awesome. Very disappointing. I feel like for the high price points, the quality is just not there. I'm basically paying top dollar for drugstore. When there are drugstore products out there that are so much fucking better than these. So if I were you, I would take a hard pass. Don't look at it. Don't even like if you're in Ulta, don't even look in its direction. That's how shitty this makeup line is. And I know that kind of sounds really mean. However, if it did work for you, feel free to like leave down below what worked, what didn't work. All right, on that note, I'm gonna go check out that pussy. I wanna say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon for notification of my future posts, and yeah, I guess that's about it. I will see you little flesh monsters later. Bye.